everybody? It's your boy Joseph Rothschild, aka MBT, and we are back with your top cut of the Master Circuit Series Invitational. 4 weeks of grueling competition to get down to these players. 6 rounds of Swiss versus the best in the business has all culminated in this. A top 8 featuring not only the best of the best duelists, but the best of the best decks with $5,000 in prizing on the line. Gage, I'm so happy to be here with you. Are you excited for this?
I am extremely excited. Thank you, Joseph, for allowing me to commentate this great day of Yu-Gi-Oh! We've already seen some great Swiss rounds put together, and now I'm excited to see the top cut battle it out. We have actually an undefeated player with a deck that,
we do.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect to make the entire gauntlet. So, what are you most excited to see in the top 8?
Well, if you check our top cut graph right here, you can see that we have 7 different decks. 2 Dragon Link, a Pearly, a Vanquish Soul, a Branded Despia, a Kashtira, a Mathmech, and a Mikanko. Obviously, I'm most excited to see the Mikanko, and just a little spoiler, we will be watching that match for this one. But I'm also excited to see the Dragon Link pilots. Despite the fact that it's the most represented in Top Cut, even the Dragon Link variants that have been brought are different from each other. Trish, for instance, is playing Ringo Worm and the adventure stuff, whereas the other individual is just playing a little more heads-up variant of it. How about you? What are you excited to look at?
I'm actually most excited to see, like you said, Trishula's Dragon Link deck was a sight to see as soon as we watched that one game. Popping off with the adventure combos to start out to insulate the rest of his combo and give him even more formidable endboard was actually really exciting to see. So I'm hoping he makes it a little bit further and we can see a little bit deeper of a run. Yeah,
Trish, you got to win exactly 1 game for us to spectate your match, because we are hopping in to Sofke on Mathmech versus Goat Bene on Mikanko. And the prediction is going to be up momentarily here. So while best of 1 was what we played in Swiss, the top cut rounds will be played as best of 3 with sideboards. These are untimed rounds as well, so you will have to sit through them. Looks like Got Bene is going first for game 1, which is usually what you don't like to see for Mikanko. Notably, oh god, the Droll and Lockbird killer as well. This deck in the TCG, when going first, has the capacity to cycle through Ken and Gen. Here, not as likely.
Yeah, that's where you would see the Acid Golem of Destruction type locks that you would do underneath that card. But here we're just gonna looks like we're gonna make the untargetable level 3. Equip it with the one back there, and that's all we're gonna have.
All right, Small World. I imagine this will be grabbing us a circular.
Unfortunately, though, that's a -1 though.
Ooh! Oh no! I hope that's a revealed Ash Blossom. You ever done that? Ash Blossomed your own Small World, or Ash Blossomed your own Pearly spell?
I've done it before. I've ashed my own card before. Early Master Duel days. It happens to all of us, don't worry.
Whew. By the way, yeah, chat correctly identifying. That opener was Ash Blossom, Droll and Lockbird, Infinite Impermanence, and a way to circular. If that isn't just the Mathmech experience.
It's the only way to play. I don't know, we were just talking about Mathmech, though. Mathmech was looking like it was in rough shape the last few matches that we commentated. Every time we seemed to tune in, it was just kind of getting its teeth kicked in.
Yeah, that's the thing about Mathmech, is that not much has changed. Recently it got the Firewall Defensor type shenanigans, which is good. Those cards are fine, but they don't do anything the deck wasn't already capable of doing. They just make it a little more likely that you find your way to circular. And in a format where circular, I believe, is still at 3, that's not that big of a deal. That said, it's like Sword Soul in that it just does the same thing over and over again. And if your deck is maybe playing outside the boundaries of the normal metagame, something like Mikanko that isn't necessarily super able to play a resource-oriented game, you can just get killed by access code Taco.
Yep. We had the Sigma in hand, which allowed us to continue going through with this combo here. We're going to go into Alimbertion.
And just deciding here, I can't tell if they have a hand trap they're holding, or if that is just the Almirage proccing every single time.
Yeah. Say, are you really sure you don't want to use the Almirage here? I swear it's good here. I swear.
All right, we're going to go for the diameter
normal
here,
summon
and yikes, last chance to look at me, Hector. It's very possible they just overlay and retain the diameter as a negate, depending on how many extenders they have in hand. Oh, we are going to go for the Salmon Great Almirage here says, okay, you're not going to destroy it. You can't target it. Like, I might make it till next turn, and if that's the case, I probably win. So if you're the Mathmech player, you now have to think, am I going for the access code OTK, or do I need to set up like a super factorial line or something? All right, we're making Splash Mage. I'm looking at Sofke's deck, and they're actually playing some really interesting cards. They're playing a lot of one-ofs, just general stuff that will either come up or they kept printing all these Cyburst cards that are just one-time extenders. But they're also playing Firewall Dragon Neo Tempest Terahertz, something that Mathmech isn't always doing, but is really good when you have the capacity to play over the course of multiple turns. I think we're actually going to see it right now.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
You familiar with the boy, with Neo Tempest Terahertz?
No, actually, I don't think I've seen that guy summoned yet.
In the TCG, he's a little more famous for being playable in Rescue Ace as like the link climbing deck for him. But for a very short period of time, he was accessible by almost exclusively Mathmech and just like was outclassed by Tearlament. It's a good card. He's a really good card. Negates spells by way of sending a Sign It to Save Worm. I mean, here he is, I believe.
Let me check it. Let me get a look at him myself here.
Boom.
Oh, no, I am familiar with this guy. I've seen this guy.
Yeah.
Colorful dude.
And you'll notice we just sent that microcoder to the graveyard. That's going to allow us to Splash Mage, bring back the microcoder, and make maybe a Heat Soul using microcoder to get the Omni Negate. Chat saying that's the #1 finisher. Indeed he is. This is the #1 most frequent finisher in Master Duel.
So every time he's hit the board, the game's been over. Let's
Yep.
see if that remains true here.
Gonna draw a card off this Heat Soul. Trigger the effect of this microcoder. Wonder what we're grabbing. Are we playing the counter trap? We are. Signet Conflict here.
We are.
Ooh.
That's kind of tough, yeah.
That's really rough. So unfortunately, we still don't have a fantastic way to deal with this, do we? Yeah.
No, yeah, that doesn't clear.
At least we can put the Fear of God in him.
Just finding that out the hard way too, yeah.
See, but this is the thing about Mathmech is like it's really good at OTKing, but in a position where it can't OTK, well, suddenly you've got a lot of options. It's like those Pearly players who would add Assembled Nightingale to their end board. If play passes back to them, you feel pretty confident. Gonna fire this Neo Tempest Terahertz in draw phase, as well as the Heat Soul. Heat Soul just fishing for hand traps, I imagine. Dark Fluid, I think we'll probably be sending the to Save Worm here. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh god, what a draw. That's a pretty good one.
Nice. Definitely something you want to see off your Heat Soul right there, right?
And you get to resolve it after the Terahertz, so like even if they opened the called by, you can just save worm it. And guess what? We also have Super Factorial. Says, good luck. You're going to have to play through the Spell Trap Negate, the Maxi, the Negate off of the Super Factorial, and you're going to have to do it with a 3-card hand. Chat says, show me called by. This was engineered in such a way that it could beat called by. Oh, killer. Luplation here for all 3, I imagine. Just trying to send the Arabesque as well. Oh, we're just going 2. Gonna eat the monster and the card in hand.
And we still got a negate underneath that fella too.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Does not need to have the diameter equipped, hilariously. Ooh,
nope.
That's a devastating one. It's one of the equips that does not have a graveyard effect. All right, one-time Kurikara.
Right. Yep, board went bye-bye. Let's see what we got to take care of it now.
One-time
Said
Kurikara does
would be
win the
freaking
game on the spot.
devastating. Kurikara would be crazy.
Okay, that's a start.
Okay.
Imperm targeting the Laplacian. You probably protect this with the Deceive Worm, because it's very easy to turn the Deceive Worm off. Something like a Kaiju or a Lava Golem, which you expect this deck is probably playing anyway, can do so. And the Laplacian's negate is like an Omni. They can get over it by going to battle, but if they go to battle, you feel really good about it because then you're not dead.
You're not dying yet.
All right, we are going to Deceive Worm that. Triple tap? Rondo is the Snatch Steal. It's fine. It's not a Snatch Steal yet, but it will prompt the conflict, and now we have one Omni versus one card in hand.
I don't know, bro. The math is mathing. I feel like. I feel like.
What's
Sasuke's
1
got
minus 1? We do have a Great Mikanko Ceremony here, so we can mill a card. I imagine we're sending Maeowashi Dori. It feels like, legitimately, if the last card in hand contests the on-field Laplacian, send Maeowashi Dori here almost does it. I think we're one interaction away from having this game.
I'm curious if we can do it.
Chat's thinking of some. They're saying Arabesque in hand is a win. I think that's... I can't... Like, that might be it. Attack here would do it too, because then you could guarantee send the Mayo. All right, he's gonna say, okay, you know, we're not even bothering with Maeowashi Dori. The card in hand needs to be the must negate. I am not gonna play through this. What are we working with? Needy is
not good enough is what it was.
Ooh,
not good enough.
Oh, that was that was way closer than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, keep in mind this is the best of 3 though, and we got to see Got Bene play first as the Mikanko deck. What do you think? Was that intentional? Do you think like he won the die roll and picked first, or do you think like the opponent's like, all right, I know your tricks. I'm gonna force you to figure it out.
It's it's pretty hard to say. We've seen Got Bene in the past blind first, but I mean, his deck is unquestionably better going second. I would be interested to see what the plan is. I will say this: in games 2 and 3, you have a much different decision on your hand, because if you're Got Bene, you think, oh, of course I need to be blinding second. That's where a lot of the strength in my deck lies. But Mathmech is a deck that also loves to blind second. It can play through like 2 pieces of interaction and then just access code kill you. So I think the opponent is thinking, if they're going to make me go second, I'll be super happy with it. If they're going to make me go first, I'm also super happy with it. And the thing about Mathmech is it actually doesn't need to change the composition of its deck really at all to make that happen. All the cards that are good going first are also good going second, which is not always the case. Looking at the side decks real quick, I can say the Mathmech side deck appears very loose, though the Mikanko deck list is super targeted. I would not be surprised to see this Mikanko player attempting to deep draw for cards in the side deck specifically to beat this strategy. And though
Mathmech in particular,
yeah, against I think a lot of these cards beat specifically Mathmech as well. Though it might look like, oh, Mikanko is like a nothing deck. It's kind of a joke. This was our undefeated. They did go 6-0 in bracket. So I would not count them out by any means, though being on the back foot is not where you want to be when you're playing the OTK deck.
Yeah, very excited to see how the game 2 and the game 3 pans out here. We've heard it before. That's where most of Yu-Gi-Oh's played, the game 2, game 3. When the side deck comes in, that's where the real metagaming happens. So see how Got Bene adapted.
Checking real quick about our other matches. I think we have Jason is 1-0 in his match against the other Dragon Link player. But that's the only other match that's concluded. Everyone else is slugging it out.
They're really trying their best.
Yeah.
Everybody wants it. Everybody wants that title.
There is a lot on the line.
Here. Are you willing to break down the prizing structure for everybody that may be unfamiliar?
We're just a usual prizing structure. It's going to be a 5K pot, generously donated by both myself and the fine individuals at YGOPRODECK.com. It is going to be, I believe, what did I write out? 2,500 to first place. I think 1,000 to second place. 250 apiece to third and fourth, and then the rest delineated out among top 8.
Not bad. Pretty good payday for somebody that ends up winning today.
And we'll see if that somebody could be our Mikanko player as we hop into game 2.
Got Bene, like we said, on the back foot. Let's see what their decision is. If they're going to go first, maybe use that advantage where your opponent might think going second with Mikanko deck's best. We'll see if they are stay in their own wheelhouse.
It looks like we have elected to go first. Yeah. Wow.
All right. I wasn't super impressed by the last board, but then again, it did get broken up by some hand traps. So, yeah.
Okay, so obviously Droll and Lockbird a killer, but set 3 also very good. Never mind.
Oh no, Sean! Already saying it's over.
No.
Oh my God. That's not what you want to see, bro. Oh man. That was our undefeated Mikanko player, got Bene.
Oh my God.
And just absolutely, I don't know, makes you question how'd they make it there.
6-0 to get bodied in top cut full combo. How many times have we been there?
It'll happen. Literally, it just happens. That's part of the game, right? Kind of crazy. Damn, what a quick one.
Yeah.
Bene's just like, I don't have the cards to deal with it. You're fine.
Huge congrats to God Bene. It takes a lot to get to undefeated in these tournaments, playing against a lot of incredibly good players. Huge congrats to Sofke, who will be continuing their run with MathMech. But wow, that's a bleak one. That's a bleak one for sure.
Yeah, good job, God Bene. Like you said, congrats on the top 8. Great run, killer run through Swiss.
Told you it'd be quick. Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Joseph Rothschild, a.k.a. MBT, and we are back with the top 4 of the second season of the Master Circuit Series. I'm joined once again by Nyhmnim. How are you doing today, Gage?
Fantastic, Joseph. I'm very excited to see this top 4 action here. These players, they are the best of the best the Master Circuit Series has had to offer.
I'm super excited to show off the top 4, which includes a Worlds competitor in Judeo Yu-Gi-Oh! Who will be playing against Sofke on MathMech. But we're going to be watching a fellow streamer, a fellow content creator. I'm talking about Trishula TTV on this Ringo Worm Adventure Dragon Link, playing against the other Dragon Link player in Top Cut, I guess for the title of most effective Dragon Linker.
Hey, I don't know. My money's on Trishula, man. He's been dedicated to that deck since day 1, and he found out that he has to innovate in the tournament where it matters, and it looks like it's been paying off for him. Let's see if we can take it to a top 2 finish after this.
For those of you that are under the impression that the other individual's deck list is not particularly interesting, I'm going to say one thing that I think will change your mind. This deck includes Nutbuster Dragon.
Oh my God, bro. Yo, if Trishula gets Nutbuster Dragon, he might have to rethink his entire career. He might just have to.
He does have Burger. I will say he has Burger, which is... That's good.
Looks like he won the die roll too, so he's got to be smiling over there.
Oh yeah, starting with a Chaos Space and no Maxi. Let's hear that beautiful noise. Oh,
love it.
We're gonna grab a Saronir here, and the mirror is really strange because you can probably expect that both players are just going to be staring at a grip of Bystials the entire time. Like, there's going to be a little Bystial on Bystial action.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to go for Striker Dragon CL2, Black Dragon Clap Serpent CL1. Play does not pass back to Emmett's Destiny, so they're either a Toggle Andy or we have free reign to go all the way off here.
I don't know, especially with Trishula's pile, giving him free reign like that, I would be petrified.
All right, beginning with the Saronir, and here we begin to get to the position where the counter Bystial would matter a lot. Looks like nothing. The Saronir coming down, pretty important. And then we're going to link off into a Romulus. This is 60 versus 60, by the way. You love to see it.
And this Romulus gets chain blocked. I feel like we would have had a different chance to use the Ash if we wanted to.
Sometimes you want to save the Ash for when your opponent has already committed against Dragon Link because the deck already plays Gamma. So, you know, it would potentially be a decent time to Ash, like on the Dragon Ravine. But we'll see. All right, let's bring out the white one. And we'll go Chaos Space, cycle back one of these bad boys. Grab ourselves a card off the top. We're hoping it's Rite of Aramis here, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah. That would just be great. Or a Water Enchantress, maybe.
Do you see that? Play pass back for just a second. Are we looking at a Nibiru-type situation? We're going to go Magnemite here.
That's a good one.
Not bad. Play has passed back. Have we toggled off for a Bestial at this moment? We're thinking about something. We have.
You did toggle off. Wow, very patient with the toggle there.
Real good. Keeping them off Tracer, super important. Chat saying toggle Andying. This is top 4 of a $5,000 prize pool tournament. At some point, you're going to have to learn how to use the toggle button.
Yeah.
Wyvern Burst to the grave. Let's get that Pisty going. One more extender gets us all the way to our combo. We're going to trigger the effect of Romulus as well. You may not be familiar with this, but it lets you summon a dragon from your hand in defense, so we can get this Magnemite onto field even without activating its effect by banishing. Notably, its effect is negated, which is a little frustrating, but does enable us to tribute it for Lubellion.
That's actually probably one of the first times I've seen Romulus use his secret effect like that. Kind of crazy.
Yeah. Comes up a lot more when you're playing the Dragoonity build of the deck, which we saw for a little bit today. All right, 3 monsters on field. It's triple burst time.
Giving us just the zones we need for Pisty.
What are we bringing back off Pisty? We've got a lot of really good stuff here. The Tracer, probably. Yep. And says, nice Lubellion anyway. Here's the Dragon's Ravine. What are we pitching off Dragon's Ravine? The Collapse Serpent 4? Absa Router?
That was the free one we got. Yeah.
You know, we could send Ringo Worm here.
Nah, I don't know if you do that, though. Would be cute. I'm not going to lie. That would be pretty hot, but...
I think you are probably going to see Ringo Worm over the course of the turn anyway. Be it, you know, via this end or more likely Chaos Ruler. Can we get to a safer line, maybe? This is kind of a big decision point. We are sending Ringo Worm. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. We get to see something crazy.
New card PogChamp. New card PogChamp just released. I'm going to go 4 materials here. Let's go for the 2-mat Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Trish has this ability that I've never seen anywhere else to lead the turn combo with Hieratic Seal and still end on Borland. A lot of people tunnel into Borland and it just sits in their EMZ and prevents them from making a spheres that's particularly impactful. So it's really good to see an individual who's like, no, I'm also really powerful when it comes to zone management. All right, time for Chaos Ruler. Driver. Levianeer, a good one. Water Enchantress about to be sent to the grave as well. Holy guacamole. We will take Black Metal Dragon. That's unbelievable. That's like the 5 best it could have been.
Those are, yeah, that's like Exodia. Just an Exodia to the graveyard.
We're going to go Ringo Worm here.
Keep in mind, Water Enchantress is at 1 in Master Rule 2, chat. Like, that's kind of crazy. The Ringo Worm here.
So Ringo Worm's token can be used as a tuner or a non-tuner.
So good.
And here's Dispotter. Really strong card. And next, let's go Water Enchantress, I guess. You know, I gotta say, maybe Chaos Ruler was the problem. Seeing these boards.
Oh, it was 100% the problem, dude. That guy with his twiddly little fingers. Definitely all his fault.
Doing the Mr. Burns, excellent. All right, he's coming back. He said, I heard you were talking shit about me. All right, pay attention to the animation here, chat. Look at his hands. Ugh. So spindly. This triggers the Fateful Adventure, allows us to get a copy of Draco Buster. I can't believe you said you aren't riding that dragon.
I'm just saying, it doesn't look that comfortable, bro. Alright, Dispotter here doing its thing.
Just allowed to get a 3 material guy back.
You know, that's
Normal
totally fair.
BMD 3, 4, 5. Can you imagine what we might be doing with
that's
that?
Yeah, big Boral end.
God, that's so strong. Borland in a zone rather than in the EMZ enables us to retain this copy of Hieratic Seal. We can trigger the black metal for a DMD. I don't even know if we do the DMD. We might just hold it. Realistically, what are we trying to get to here? A Savage before we go for the
I imagine that's the only thing you're trying to end on before you go for Griffin. But I mean, if you're ending on this plus Griffin Rider, you're kind of feeling pretty good, man. Like,
yeah, right? Alright, we're going to negate the effect of the Druid Worm on field to bring back this copy of Tracer. Then we can, of course, use the Tracer popping the Fateful Adventure if we want.
I feel like I think we already used Tracer's effect earlier in the turn.
Oh, we did. You're right. Did we?
Striker.
No, there's no way we have.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, it's checked.
Oh my god, I saw so much special summoning of non-dark monsters, I just assumed one of them must have came from the extra deck, but they didn't. Oh my god, we even get to resolve the Magnum effect. That's unbelievable.
Wow!
I'm
That is
so
nuts.
frustrated.
Bro, the only reason that was in the graveyard is because we got it off of Romulus's secret effect. That Magnumut's been through hell this turn.
It really has. It really has. Target banished by the Druid Worm, negated on field, ends up playable. And finally, of course, we're going to add the Griffin Rider.
That is disgusting. What a combo. What a... Damn. Trish never fails to...
He's so good.
Impress me, bro.
He's so good.
He's so good.
This was
And
through an enemy
he teaches
Bestial.
on Metafy, bro. He coaches on Metafy. If you guys want to learn how to play like Trishula at twitch.tv, hit him up on Metafy. Get a couple courses in.
Oh, wow. It
Disgusting,
says,
honestly.
see ya. Put that back in your hand, baby. Set 2. All right.
Trishula said that. There's no question who's the best Dragon Link player here, bro.
You know what? Grab me
This
a
is-
Bestial, too.
Every single one of his zones are filled. Every single one of his Yu-Gi-Oh card zones is filled.
You know what would go crazy here is like, what's the card? Final Destiny? Is that the...
Yo, Final Destiny.
Well, we know what the out is. It's 3 evenly matched.
I don't know, man. If I'm Emmett's Destiny, I'm looking at this. I'm horrified.
I think I know my destiny.
Oh, there's no field spell. That's right. No.
Wait, why is there no
So
field
close.
spell?
I think we popped it or something.
One of the 2 cards in hand, I think, is actually Boot Sector Launch. Just refused to use it. He just wants to show off the pretty Seyfert here.
All right. We're using the Hieratic Seal. Unfortunately, can't do any summoning with the Hieratic Seal.
Oh,
All of our
darn.
zones are occupied.
Huh? Wait.
Where's this going?
Wait, how did he do that?
Where,
Oh, it's mandatory.
is it like
I
mandatory?
see.
Okay, so it activates and it can't resolve.
I guess theoretically you could
Balls
chain
about
IP Masquerena to it.
I mean, yeah, you could.
He's not
That
gonna,
would be
but
crazy. Yeah, let me use my own Oral End Dragon.
quick launch a damn
Right, here's
good
a quick
card.
launch. That's a good one, yeah.
We are gonna let it resolve.
Abs
Okay.
or outer.
That's
Those
one
are
way
good
to get
ones.
there.
Those are really good cards. Yeah.
We do get to still use the Druis Worm. Targeting the Magnum out here. I imagine that's probably fine. Oh, we're gonna go Dispotter actually. Shuffling one of our cards to negate it. Put back the Chaos Dragon. Put back Striker Dragon. Oh, pops it even. God.
He's just so nice.
Spotter's big. He's a big boy. I'm super
he's
glad
just
he's in
a-
the game. I think he's like, he helps differentiate Dragon Link from like every other combo deck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Desires. That's a good card. I don't think we have an Ash Blossom. It's just a question of if we want a Griffin right of that. He says you can have it.
It's a good card, but it's a better sign for Trishula because it means Emmett's Destiny is like looking for answers at this point, right? Another quick launch. Wow, 2 of those things.
Yeah, but like, to
Just with
what
the
end?
haste. Yeah, exactly.
Here's the Rocket Synchron. We can threaten an 8 here, so maybe we start like, using Branded Beast or something.
I think you have to consider an option here because if you do make the 8, it gets chain blocked by the Abzerouter Dragon. So the Griffin Rider, still good, but
Can you make Underworld
perfect
Goddess with
answer
the
there.
Masquerena here?
can you?
It'd be funny. I don't know.
That would be kind of insane. Yeah.
I don't think it does anything. You know, you just end on it, and then they go, "Oh, cool, Branded Beast."
You see the new Underworld Goddess card, the Link 2?
Yeah, it's interesting. I can't tell if it's good or not.
That's what I said. That's what I was thinking.
It's like
Use the word interesting as well.
it's powerful for sure. Like I guess could theoretically make your Underworld Goddess eat 2 cards, like if you're just telegraphing it anyway. But extra deck space is just like so tight.
Yeah, there's not a lot of Link 5s either. Literally the only one that makes sense is Underworld Goddess. Wow, one of those face downs finally getting flipped up.
Wow,
And,
that's
it's
a killer one.
Hell of a
too.
good one, I'd say. Yep.
Grabbing the Sarnier here says we will not be looking at
Trisha,
Blue Belly
it
in a
says-
day. I will say, I mean,
I already got my search.
Emmett's Destiny is doing a pretty impressive job of playing through this board. Like I was ready to just call it a
lesser
scoop.
duelists. Yeah, lesser duelists would have just thrown in the towel, huh?
Yeah.
Granted,
Here-
we're still up against like literally we have the IP interaction coming down now, and then we still have a wandering gripping the gate, plus an unknown backer out of that. Could be
IP's
anything,
weird
right?
here though because using it here takes the only Bestial off here and maybe makes the Potter or the Beast a little worst. Oh, we get to draw off the Unicorn. Let's go.
Just draws. Whoa, let's go.
Oh, now we can Ash it. We're gonna go for the Tracer here. This is an easy Griffin Rider, I imagine, or Borland because we have a zone now if we want. Or if he's a super chat, he just lets it resolve. He just says, "Fuck it, I don't care." He's deciding if this is something he wants to let through. So, yeah, we're gonna Griffin Rider. We get to clear the board here, but now we are in a position where an evenly match would go a little hard.
just a tad.
Yeah,
clear.
draw
I'll take
that
a card.
card. We have the Chaos Dragons too. Wow. Wow.
That's a great start.
I am like dumbfounded at how effectively Emmett's Destiny has chewed through this. We've got what, the Beast, the Borland, and whatever the set card is here.
Yeah. How many interactions was that?
Dispotter, Dragon, Masquerena, Wandering Griffin Rider, Called by the Unknown. It's what, like 6 or 7?
Damn. Made it look easy.
Oh, it's 2.
Oh, a second call by the grave.
You're killing me here.
Wow.
Buddy. The call by here is crazy, of course, but it also turns on the Chaos Space in the graveyard. Although, I guess you're always expecting that the Chaos Space is going to activate at some point. Getting Boot Sector launch. I mean, you have to wonder, chat, what would the set cards have been? It's either going to be Imperm or Called by, you know. But now we're down to just the Borland. We could do it. All right, drawing a card off the Chaos Space. Wow. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so Lubellion creates another weird arms race because I think we know that Trish has a Bestial in hand. So if he has a Bestial, he can turn on the Beast. So it's really imperative that his Bestial comes down. But the best target for the Bestial is the Bestial Lubellion. And it's going to have to contest the Magnamut here. So, like, Destiny's going to go Magnamut target some asshole. You can use your Bestial to target the same asshole and then turn on Beast. But that only works if its Destiny doesn't have a second Bestial. We've tried, what, Sarnier this turn? I don't think we've used Lubellion. Yeah, we're going for the Druis Worm here. Targeting the target. And it looks like that is going to resolve. Okay, so now we are back online. We have the Beast, the Druis Worm Pop, and the Borland Dragon all available. Versus a 6-card hand.
Yes. Some of this stuff has already been dealt with, too, like the Magnamut.
Yeah. Okay, we are going Striker Dragon here. We're going to target the Rocket in Graveyard. Have we normaled? We led our turn by normaling Safer. All right, we're going to go Borland here. We're targeting the Striker Dragon. All right, we're down to one Beast and one Druis Worm. Can we play through it?
Sector.
Yep. We're going to summon out the Rocket Sync. What do we have in hand?
Yeah, we're going to pop this, yep.
Oh my god, this is it. Branded Beast target the Boot Sector launch, and then Druis Worm eat the Striker Dragon is it. That's all the interactions.
Yeah, and then...
He played through it all. He has a 5-card hand. Are they...
We already know there's a dead Magnamut in the hand, though.
There's a dead Magnamut, yeah.
There's been a few effects that have been used already.
Oh, no shot. He's got even.
Oh my god, even the match?
0%. Okay, all right.
Oh my god, dude, I was going to lose it.
Okay. Wow. And exactly enough interaction points to play through that. That's unbelievable. I can't believe how close this was. Oh, but now it's, of course, completely over.
Trish still has to find a way to put game on board.
No, no, he's got game on board. We just go for
yeah, it's pretty much
for Fateful Adventure here. I guess the one problem is, like, we know he has the Magnamut, which is kind of annoying.
It's done. We can take care of it.
We got an access code in here. Access code would do a lot of work.
I think this is the list I'm looking at. He does have it. He does have it.
That's rough here. You kind of have to like fire the Magnemite here, but you really don't want to do that. Like you want the Magnemite to trade for the Griffin Rider because that's 2,000 extra damage. So you just have to hope he doesn't have access code in the extra, but we know he does. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, tell me we're not just going combat here.
No, you can't just go battle phase here. That's the only way you give Emmett's Destiny another turn.
Yeah, I mean, you
Despite
know
just
he's
going
got
down.
the Magnemite. It's not... Oh, we got something here.
Striker Dragon again. This is game now.
Pop itself, grab Recharger. Okay, yeah. It says, I'll force it out. You got it.
Here.
Oh, this one's really funny because can't we Borland to swoosh it here? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Borland,
Yeah,
target
I
rocket,
guess,
recharger, striker dragon. That's funny. Now we get to retain the Wandering Griffin Rider. Yeah. Emmett Destiny says, fine. We'll go to game 2.
Wow, Trishla. Wow, that was a game 1. Dude, there was a couple points in there where Emmett's Destiny looked like they could have broke it.
Yeah, no, it was really, really powerful. I'm surprised that he almost played through it, to be honest. Oh my god, looks like this other game, Judeo Yu-Gi-Oh! is actually in game 3. The Mathmech player won game 1 and lost game 2 is what it looks like. Wow, that's frightening. That could go either way.
Yeah. Damn, I'm really excited to see this game 2 of the Dragon Link.
I know. Yeah.
What can you tell me about the side decks for them? Are any of the side decks like actually prepared for a Dragon Link type mirror? Or is it something where it's just going to be down to the better player?
Let's begin with Trish's. Trish's side deck is insanely prepared for a Dragon Link mirror, I will say. I think he is quite prepped. As is his opponent. I think they both knew what they were scared of walking into this duel. Yeah, wow. Just because most of the stuff in the sideboard tends to be for going second, I think that probably Trish will be bringing in more, but no guarantee that that means that he's going to win. You know, I mean, we saw the board that deck was able to make even through a Bestial in that first game. You know, who knows? Who knows what'll happen afterwards?
Yeah. Important to say that both of these players are playing 60 card decks, right?
Yes.
They're both playing 60s.
And I believe
Yeah,
they were
so,
both
like,
playing
these
grass
side deck
as well. So
yeah. So these side deck cards would be nice to see them, but it's not a guarantee because.
did
of
I
how
say
big
they're
the deck
both
is,
playing
so-
grass?
They're not. Neither of them are, right?
No. Trish is not playing grass.
Oh, so it's the Nutbuster guys on.
Yeah. The weird part about this, though, is that both of them have uncrafted cards in their submitted deck lists.
Oh yeah.
Like the Nutbuster guy's copy of grass is uncrafted. Trish's Ringo Worms are uncrafted. He was like, I just got to get this in. I'll make them later.
Said last minute we'll put it in.
Oh, beautiful stuff.
All right.
I gotta say, there's a lot that we haven't seen out of this Nutbuster Dragon Duelist. A significant amount of hand traps found in this deck, including we saw post board in one of the other top games, the Psyframe Gear Delta. This is a matchup where that can do a lot of damage. Has a lot of must negate spells. The number gets even higher when you're playing like Rite of Aramis here. That's a really fun spell to negate.
Mm-hmm. I am excited to see that hopefully the Emmett's Destiny can end on an end board that brings out Nutbuster Dragon. I'm really hoping to see that puts in more work.
Please. It's a royal
The
Nutbuster
ultimate
too.
bring option seals.
I'm sure
Yes.
I'm sure he spun it. It's like, I gotta get the royal Nutbuster.
Is game 1 of the Versus and Mathmech done? They are actually on their game 3.
They're on game 3, yeah. Unsurprisingly, you know, Mathmech plays pretty fast games. That game was a turn and a half, and it took 20 minutes. I think Trishula just finishing up boarding here. Emmett's Destiny is in the room already. And just like a normal best of 3 rules, does get to decide if they want to go first or second in game 2, as they did lose. I will say, like you were saying earlier, it is just so staggering watching players this good navigate setups. I mean, oh, sometimes, you know,
Oh, yeah,
sometimes you feel like you lose a game because like, oh, my opponent just sacked me or whatever. But sometimes you watch players like this and you're like, no, it's very possible to be really good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And I just ain't.
Yeah. Trishula, he just knows the deck in and out. Like, he's able to make these lines and stuff that just seem like almost impossible to make. And he's able to craft these boards through anything. So, it's just entertaining to watch people that good at the game.
And
All right,
watch them right now.
we're going to get into game 2. Let's go, baby. Why is it called Dragon Link? There's a lot of synchro monsters in there. It starts off with a Link summon or Striker Dragon.
I don't know.
Like 90%
it is one of those things. I think originally we called it Dragon Link because of the Gar Dragons. Were like such an integral part of the strategy.
Yeah, yeah.
But like at this point, it's just every good dragon. You could call it like Rocket Bestial, Chaos Rocket Bestial Adventure. Emmett's Destiny going
Dragon
first.
Soup.
That is a really weak normal, and that is a really strong response.
Yep.
Oh God.
Oh
no,
it doesn't look like Emmett's Destiny has the Ash there to deal with it.
Oh no, 60 cards and we found our maxi. Well. You'll notice, by the way, Trishula says, I am not playing around Triple Tactics talents. I'm playing around Gamma. I mean, what do we do here? Do we pass? I think we might just pass and hope he breaks. Oh, no!
Oh, my God! No
Like
way!
this. Okay, so if you have a follow-up copy of Maxi, then you are probably fine. Because you can expect that some number of your draws are going to be Bestials, right? So you might not be dead on
There's
board.
also already one in the hand, right?
Yeah.
There's one Bestial already in the hand, too, so...
There's Lubellion.
Not completely out of it, right?
Okay, so we've got Regained. Into Saronir, target Lubellion. That's disastrous.
A really good one.
It's as bad as it gets. Do we have a Maxi? We do not.
No. Oh, no.
Terrible. Terrible. Put that Lubellion back on the bottom of your deck, please. Oh, no. Okay, now it's feeling a little Jover.
Oh, no. And the quick launch.
Oh, word. I wonder if there's a way we can get to a position where they can't ever activate a Bestial. Just make Baron here.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know if he's playing Baron. Like these decks, the extra got so tight when Despotter came out. All right, we're saying, you know, we're just gonna go for it. If you have it, you have it.
I wouldn't respect it.
All right, count along with me, chat. That is 3. And our Bestial is now online. It's just a question of if we think it's going to get that far. It's such a bad position to be in where we have the Recharger on field, too, because there's no way to get it off, and it means that our opponent's Bestials always contest ours. Romulus.
He's just kind of looking like a dummy. Yeah, he's looking like a real dummy on the board there. Romulus chain the Saronir.
Disastrous. Oh my god, and Mathmech won.
Oh, shoot! No!
Wow, that's incredible. Finals is going to be between Mathmech and Dragon Link.
Some kind of Dragon Link variant here.
There's Pisty. We're going to follow it up with the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. We are far beyond Nibiru. We're seeing play pass back, which makes me think that we're trying to telegraph that our copy of a Bestial is actually Nibiru to maybe shake him a little bit.
Yeah.
But what if the known card
like,
was an unknown card?
Seems to be a little bit smarter of an opponent, though. I don't think it's going to affect his play too much.
Yeah.
We got the Pisty out here.
Trish is like, I know what I lose to from this position. Like, oh my god, are we just going for it? We're making the same end board. We are. He said, "I will not deviate from the game plan. We are making the same end board." Pitch that White Dragon Wyver Burster. Ain't doing nothing here. I imagine we will send the Absorouter here. There it goes. Absorouter trigger. Let's go grab... What? Have we normaled? Can we get Rocket?
We have not normaled yet. We quick launched. That was our big start to the play.
Oh god, we're getting Caliber.
Rocket Caliber.
Rocket Caliber always weirds me out. What a strange card. All right, we are now Dark Extra Deck locked. Here comes the Recharger and says, "Yeah, you like that defense position? You put it in the same zone even." All right, here we go. Let's get it twisted. Finisher 26. Oh my god.
Oh, no way.
You are kidding me, dog. Oh. That's...
I mean, that we still have one of the rights in deck. We're fine.
No, but we don't have...
The Griffin.
The Griffin Rider anymore. Okay. All right.
Such a shame. We still got 2,000 more attack from the right of a Remus here, though, right? And a bounce, so...
Yeah. Hit that Lubellion. Okay, so we won't get the Omni until later, which means if we have a Nibiru, it still could be high impact. It's just such a rough position to be in relative to Nibiru as well, because now you've got, like, the Seals, which will trigger. And, of course, remember, the Nibiru is complete speculation.
Yeah, I feel like we missed our chance to Nibiru. It was before the Seals came down.
No, I really
do it. But now that the Seal's there, it literally doesn't do anything, right?
I don't think that's true. I think if you Nibiru before then, it's just not high impact enough. They can still do everything. I think you really have to wait until they're about to summon, like, a big negating guy. But at this point, you know, he's insulated himself enough that he might still be able to pop off. At this point, you're maybe thinking what I'm supposed to do is hold the Bestial until combat, and then when they walk over Recharger, I Bestial at a point that they can't counter Bestial. You know what I mean? Just like
I know what you mean. I'm kind of
body block here. It's pretty weak, but
I think that's like your only hope to stay in the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Did Trish have Maxi? He did. This was a Maxi game. Was this our first Maxi game of Top Cut?
I want to say no.
I really think they should hit the Earth Insect. What a frustrating little card to have to play around.
I think so too now. I don't know. I'm tired of the card.
For a while, I was an agnostic. I was like, like I dislike the card, but I see that it impacts the game, but I don't think the ways that in which it changes the game are all bad, you know? I've changed my tune on that. I think that it's awful. I think it just produces these annoying ass non-games. All right, let's go DMD.
All right, red.
One dragon monster. Hey, here's a fun fact. Did you know there's no restrictions on the dragon monster you can get? I go Tracer here. I'm already Tracer. Yeah, and use that token for something important. We can go ahead and get our negation or our Dispotter throughout a series of events.
Nice.
Savage here.
Savage.
Savage targeting the wind, I would imagine, makes it Bestial proof.
Gotta use the Bestial here, I think.
You might fire it here because you're going to be able to negate it afterwards.
I think. I don't think you have a choice. You have to fire it here because otherwise it just gets negated and oops.
Best case scenario for Emmett's Destiny is that he's been holding Nib the entire time. And like this would be the time to Nib, but we still have access to the Chaos Ruler engrave, you know. Valor.
Is it Valor? Well, no, I was going to say Valor Nib would go crazy, but Valor here's kind of
it threatens something. If you have a Nibiru in hand, this would make it a lot better. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
This Recharger is costing him everything.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
and
no. He says, show me the hand. What are we working with? Let's talk about the hand.
Yeah. Like, are you sure you don't want to use that Bestial? Like, are you sure you don't want to use that Bestial?
Show me what's going on. Yeah, he says, fine.
Gotta use the Magnemite here. Whatever. Negate it.
Chaos Ruler. It's a good Magnemite. It's just the end of the game. What's the rest of the grip?
And then take a look at the last two. What do we got?
Oh, two bangers.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, but for the Maxi, we were really in this. Are we just dead here? 28, 25, 3. Yeah, this is lethal on board.
Yep.
It feels bad to win off the back of a maxi, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It's a playable card. Oh my god, we increased the attack of the recharger. Yep.
It's definitely finally thrown in the towel there. That's a little much.
Makes sense.
Trishula, damn, actually just played this out of his mind. Very
Another
impressive.
2-0.
Very impressive. We didn't get to see the Nutbuster Dragon, dude. I'm kind of upset. It was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
One time thing.
You need some downtime after the nut bust. But we are about to bust into finals. The finals of the 5K Invitational. Chat, don't go anywhere. We are about to watch if Trishula TTV can prove that streamers are actually good, and if they can defeat Mathmech. See you momentarily. Folks, I am so happy to be casting the finals of the second season of the Master Circuit Series. We've had 4 grueling weeks of competition, followed by 6 grueling rounds and 2 of Top Cut, all to end on this. I'm so happy to be here with my co-caster, Gage, aka Nyhmnim. How are you doing today?
Fantastic, man. I'm happy that we finally have reached the cream of the crop, the best 2 duelists in the Master Circuit Series. I'm excited to see who takes home the crown as well as the first place prize of 2.5K, bro. Very exciting.
That's correct. Both of these individuals are playing for a good chunk of change. First place is going to walk away with 2.5K, second with 1,000. But they're going to have to get through some of the best duelists that the Circuit Series has to offer. Trish just put on a clinic in Dragon Link, and their opponent, Sofke, just beat a world competitor duelist on their own turf playing Vanquish Soul. We have, for like the 3rd time in a row, a Mathmech pilot in finals.
Yeah, very exciting. The last few times we've seen Mathmech, it's been piloted in a few different ways. We've seen a Firewall variant without Mathmechs do actually pretty well in the last few. But Mathmechs in particular today have had a tough showing. But we've had one of them sneak through into the top 8 and now all the way into the finals here.
I said when we were looking at the top 4, people were like, what do you think's going to take it? And I said, well, just because it's the MCS, I know it's going to be Mathmech. Now we've got a chance for Trish to prove us wrong. And winning the die roll, a great start, leading with a Chaos Space for the White Dragon Wyver Burster. Now, oh, but a Droll and Lockbird.
Lockbird, called by the grave.
And
I was going to say. I was going to say.
And it goes, go!
Oh my god! I was about to say Trishula has been mighty best with those called by the graves, blessed with them. But the Ghost Bell to counter it. That's it.
Oh, that's his turn. Oh no! Show me circular. Oh no!
Oh, that's
not
like
like
who's got circular.
Okay, the Ash Blossom. The Ash Blossom. Okay, the Ash Blossom.
Okay. We need to take a deep breath, bro. This game has been super intense. There's only been like 5 actions.
Oh my god. Oh, we had it the whole time. We had it the whole time anyway.
What a hand! Both of these duelists.
Oh.
How do you who wins when you
I
open
can't
up
take it,
Exodia?
dog. I can't take it.
That was crazy. Oh my goodness. Sofke gonna be off to the races here, man. Definitely gonna be able to stick something. Super factorial Alan Bershin lines, unless Trishula's got something else backed up with this.
I mean, we know one of the cards is the Chaos Space, right? The Chaos Space Search. So the last one has to be something. It's an Imp!
Wow!
Oh!
Dude, I cannot believe it!
I cannot believe how back and forth this match has been. An imperming here stops you from linking it away for something like either an Almirage or, oh my god, normal summon Eccentric here. This is the midpoint for a small world line, but can be linked away into an Almirage. Do we have like an Exceed in hand? There's just no way, right?
No, there's no shot. 0%.
That would be a
chance.
custom hand. As is, this is 2 Cybers monsters, which you can use to go into Splash Mage, which gets us to access code Talker, but like, is that sufficient? We've got 3 cards in the graveyard. We've got a super factorial setup. I mean, this might be enough anyway.
We know the one card in Trishula's hand is White Dragon Wyver Buster.
Although notably, this doesn't get us the negate because there's no diameter in rotation.
Yeah. A little weird. What are we going to end on here? Is this just maybe heat
Oh,
soul, I
God.
think, too? Is
Wait,
that
it's
in the game?
over. Oh my God. So,
Where
ready?
you
I'm
see
going to
it?
walk you through this line. Transcode Talker. We get to reborn the Link decoder here for free. We go Transcode Talker, target the Splash Mage into Neo Tempest Terahertz. And if Sofke is playing exactly Mathmech multiplication, they can send it to double the attack of the Terahertz to 11,000 and OTK. But it's all going to
Wow.
rely on if they're playing this strange one-of that comes up exactly here.
Do most decks play it? Is your money on it?
It's
that
about
in there?
50-50. It's about 50-50. Here's the Terahertz. Number one finisher. Go to battle. Oh my God, they're telegraphing it. Show me the card. Oh no!
Way!
Oh,
Dude, what a game one! Oh my God!
what a bloodbath!
That's fucking crazy.
I don't think I've ever seen an MCS final with as much packed into one sequence as that one.
Yeah, man. Everyone says Yu-Gi-Oh! Normally ends in 3 turns or like 1 to 2 turns. But when the turns are like that, dude, I'll have that any day. That was a bloodbath. That was crazy.
All right.
Man, both of those players had like custom grips. That was really good.
They really did, yes. It was Droll and Lockbird plus Ghost Bell to contest the called by. But even Trisha's hand was like called by plus 3 hand traps plus Chaos Bait. It was unreal. Oh.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Oh, so if this is your first taste of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, welcome.
They're not
Welcome.
always this
That's
good.
what to expect. They're not always that much of a banger. Sometimes you just get activate Max C and you don't have the response, and then you're like, this game wasn't worth playing anyways. But but then sometimes you have duels like that, and you're like, damn, I'm in the right spot.
Okay. Let's talk about the side deck.
Crazy, man. Yeah, lay them on me. What do we got? I don't have them in front of me, but what are we looking at?
Okay, so we know a lot about Josh's side deck already. He's got a lot of material that could help. But unfortunately, it looks like a significant amount of his side deck is geared toward Pearly, is geared toward, I guess, Vanquish Soul, and is geared toward Kashtira. He does have some cards that will definitely come in versus Mathmech, but the thing is, Trisha's kind of already got a really good Mathmech matchup. The Bestials eat the deck alive. A significant amount of the really powerful cards in the main deck, the hand traps, are extremely good against it. You know, Gamma, Maxi, Ash, all super strong. He's also got like some Birus he could think about. Whereas the Mathmech player, their sideboard is a little more messy. It's a lot of cards that I expect are coming in for like either Thrust or a Crossout Designator package, which certainly if they draw those cards, it's going to make it look like they're a genius. But if they fail to, who knows?
Gonna be looking like a silly goose, that's for sure.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, I can only hope the second game is as explosive as that one was. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a great game to watch, too. Damn, that was amazing. I'm gonna have to watch that one back. That was kind of crazy.
Chat's asking if Mathmech's on 40. They're actually on 42. But like in the TCG, Mathmech has to play 40 because you only have the one circular and you really, really want to see it. But in Master Duel, they've got 3 and like 8 ways to get to it. It's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Did the
Saki's
second
on
diameter
the,
come up?
small
The
world
first
package and
diameter didn't
everything,
come
too.
up. Oh, man.
All right. Very excited to see how this next game pans out here.
Yeah.
We get to see Trishula on the draw, put up another killer board here.
Yeah. We've watched Trishula all day put up some of the most fantastic boards through the most fantastic stuff. The only thing that eats this deck alive is really that Droll and Lockbird. And notably eats Mathmech alive as well. I think that's why you're seeing a lot more people a lot more comfortable with main decking it. It also helps that it's got crossover utility against the Bug. You all know the Bug.
My best friend. So, looking back, Joseph, how do you think the first Master Circuit Series season, where you've allowed people worldwide to play in, how did it pan out? Did it live up to your expectation?
Well, it's an NA duelist in finals anyway, so it's basically the same event. But it was a lot of fun. I'm excited for the third season of Master Circuit Series, but I do want to make some changes. Mostly, I was hoping that the Circuit Series would be a stopgap while Konami kind of got their act together into putting together something analogous, and they didn't. So having to sort of settle into the reality that this might be one of the only opportunities for people to get good at Master Duel, or one of the only incentives rather, probably means we have to rekajigger some stuff. But in the meantime, I'm really excited to see how this one concludes.
It's been really exciting to watch and be a part of. Again, if you guys want to be a part of the Master Circuit Series, they're open to anybody in the world. Stay tuned for the next season whenever the announcements go live, so you guys can be a part of it and play. We're watching some of the greatest duelists. You could be the next greatest duelist. You could be up on the big screen here showing off your skills.
Yeah, I do want to say, even though we have like
out.
world's competitors, a significant amount of the individuals that frequent these events, people like I Wish I Was Dead, kind of cut their teeth doing these tournaments. And it's a great way to get a lot of competitive experience really quickly. We're going to jump into the second game and see what that competitive experience can amount to. Can Krish overcome Droll and Lockbird? Who knows?
Let's see.
Oh, okay. Currently, we're trying to overcome Master Duel. All right.
You did it. All right.
Oh, looks like it did fail to generate. This constantly happens when we get into finals. It's so strange. So what can happen is, after utilizing a table for an entire day, sometimes the table itself is bugged. So they're going to hop into a different table within this duel room, and they're going to try it again. Thankfully, this didn't happen during game one, because then we have to like renegotiate the die roll.
Why does that even happen? What's like the back end technology with that? I
couldn't tell you. I'm not a programmer. The back end is they were trying to rig the Mathmech Duelists deck, and they couldn't do it in time. Konami is like feverishly typing away. Put Droll in the opener.
All right. Looks like the players are sitting down, digitally sitting down, ready to get into the finals in just a moment here.
I'm psyched to duel with you, says Trishula. That's always a good sign. All right, just doing that coin flip, of course, like in single elimination in paper. The loser of the first game gets to decide who goes in the second game. So we will probably see Trish on the play. Let's see if they can draw better than their opponent, who apparently has the Mandate of Heaven. All right. Looking good. Wow, we're on the Cynet field, and it's not even spinning at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's not bugging out. Everything's working to code.
Ooh,
Foolish Barrel. That's a
Foolish
in
Barrel,
60.
Really good.
Hey, I'll take it.
So we usually see Trish send Water Enchantress here. Yeah, and we're going to do that here as well. Water Enchantress good as either a hit off of Chaos Ruler or as a send-off of something like Foolish Burial early. Enables you to get a negate up before you go for anything relevant, but notably here does not play around Droll and Lockbird very well. Let's see what we're working with. Looks like nothing. We're going to go for Rite of Aramasir. Is that going to be met with a Maxi? It's not.
No, nothing at all. No
okay, so it looked like we had something to interact with the board state. Yeah, we have something here. Maybe like an Ash Blossom? But
it's probably the last time you have to use it there. Last chance to look at it, Hector.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a, such a weak Ash Blossom. You almost want to just save it just to have an extra card to pitch to something like a Cynet Mining. It's just, now you've turned on, like, Triple Tack, Thrust. Unless you can back it up with another really powerful hand trap, then things aren't going to go too well for you. It looks like we do have something else to respond with. Could be an Infinite Impermanence. I think this is the first opportunity we've had to negate something. But we've watched Trish play through Ash Imperm all day.
Yeah, notably, if this gets Imperm here, those are still good enough levels to make Chaos Ruler. And then off to the races there, too. So
We are going to
There's
go for
options, she's still available.
the Draco back here. Unfortunately, we've opened it. This enables us to go Tracer, target the Draco back, if we so desire. Looks like first we're going to go through the Striker Dragon line. I guess just testing for some stuff here. Striker Dragon here is going to be able to get Boot Sector launch from deck to hand. And oh, God.
Oh, Contact Sea is kind of scary.
Oh, that's gnarly. So now going to force Trish to use the Contact Sea as material, but unfortunately, yeah, probably a little bit of a miss side. We can pop that with Striker Dragon.
Yeah, so thanks, I guess, right?
Yeah. I think expecting it to do a little
Probably
bit more than that.
Might have been a better opportunity to use that, though. I don't know. It seems like it would be pretty easy to get it off the board.
And now the Tracer's been specialed rather than normaled. We can activate its effect, popping this copy of Draco back, grabbing ourselves a rocket from deck. And now we're just off to the races. Says, you better have a third thing to do. All right.
Here's the Chaos Ruler.
Get it twisted. You will win. 1. Oh, Nibiru.
There's the Griffin Rider.
Ugh,
Go to
5
the graveyard.
stinkers, actually.
One-way ticket.
We will probably take the Nibiru, and we'll be happy to see the Chaos space. It means later in the turn we can maybe cycle this Striker Dragon, but... Oh, doesn't matter. The last unknown is Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon. Sure.
Yep. All right. Just put one more Dragon-y dude on the board here, and that's looking at game on board. Don't really expect the Mathmech player to have anything in Battlefield. Oh, it is turn 1. I'm sorry.
I know, it feels like it's turn 2 because the Mathmech player did so much on this turn.
Yeah, that's so embarrassing, bro. What am I talking about? All right. It feels like it's over. That's what I was thinking. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, we're going to special a monster from hand to grave, giving that Tracer once again. It's 2 tuners. No shot. Was that the draw off Chaos Space? No shot. Oh, no. Okay, well, so here you can link off using the black metal, or the Red Eyes that's targeted with the Black Metal Dragon, which will proc the Black Metal Dragon, which enables you to get the free special Red Eyes, this time the Black Meteor. So you're still fine. The Black Meteor is a 6 as well.
Meteor. Send the driver out the deck. That feels so good.
It's going to be a
That's
7.
gotta be one
when
of the
it
greatest
summons
feelings.
itself. All right, let's see Pep. Show me Pep. Pisty. We can go Triple Burst. The problem we are running into is we had to use that Tracer super early in the summon chain, and as a result, we can't go through the Romulus line. Like, we're already Dark Locked. So, like, this is just going to have to be enough. Here, using Triple Burst Dragon as the mechanism by which we make it to the Pisty activation. What are we bringing back, do you think? Yeah, the Red Eyes seems like the obvious choice. You can use the Red Eyes, which is now a 6 because it wasn't summoned from the hand. Alongside the Fortuner Rocket Caliber, we can get to Dispotter if we need.
Yeah, notably, we were seeing Trish start his combos by ending on Hieratic Seals a lot of the times, but since he's already locked into Darks, like you said, such early in the combo, it is going to change things up a little bit. I'm still expecting to see the Boral end.
Yeah, it's a 4-card hand. Like, it's going to be a little easier to chew through than, you know, the 6-card Dragon Link hand with a million points of interaction that he had to beat in top 4. Alright, back comes Chaos Ruler, and what's 3 + 1 + 1, chat? Hurry. Yep. Orlan Dragon has made it onto the field. Beautiful Royal Rare on this. We can now go for the Dispotter, summon back this copy of Chaos Ruler. Again, look at that animation. He's got real spindly fingers. I hate it. Negate its effects with the Borland Dragon enables us to target the Chaos Ruler, summon back a Tracer, and then I don't think we're locked into dragons, so we can use our materials on board to make the Dark Attribute IP Masquerena. So we didn't get to end on the Fateful Adventure stuff, which we really prefer to. And we didn't get to end on the seals and the EMs, but we played through 2 hand traps, and we know our opponent is only on 3 cards total. So I think we can feel at least a little bit good about this setup.
Really cool thing is also that we didn't get to end on the right of our Emissary package, but it did put in a lot of work, right? Like the level 4 was able to pair with the Tracer to be able to make that Chaos Roller. So
and it
definitely
demanded
matter
an
having
Ash
it in the
way
deck.
early. Oh god, it's so
Wow,
much worse.
and we get to set just a freebie from the deck too? No, we don't. It's going to be added to hand, but
Yeah, it's added.
we take it. What
It's
we
set
taking?
to the field.
Daruma
DDKC,
Cannon.
pretty good.
Wow. Yeah, that's good. That's a good
All right,
one.
well, we could go to game 3, I feel, unless we open what?
Yeah.
Ball. Even Ball doesn't do it. Oh, Small World's good. So Small World is every card in the deck. We're completely happy to lose Nabla here. Parallel Exceed the Bridge. We could go, like, Doggeran? Are we on Doggeran? We
This
are.
is like, yeah, dog. Oh, wow. Okay.
So Doggeran deals with one of these, but we've got a whole number of
you don't
powerful
feel-
monsters.
You don't feel particularly great. And then you have 2 cards left in hand and you're facing a Daruma Cannon. Like, okay, thanks for the 3,000 attack point guy. Anyways.
Oh.
Like, oh.
Evenly
Oh, an
Doggeran?
evenly match? Would
If it's
slam
evenly
here.
Doggeran circular, they just wanted it more.
Yeah, evenly would friggin' demolish here.
We might have been
Over
going to
just
battle to
posturing
try and
it.
force the Masquerena, and if that's the case, yikes. Oh, we actually are going to turn off our own Masquerena to trigger the effect of the Borland and bring back Tracer.
Huh.
I'm excited to see where this is going. We're going to go Tracer, pop
Me
the
too, I'm
Masquerena.
curious.
Summon Recharger. Ah, and then they go main phase 2. They said, okay, I was just lying. But they did get the Masquerena for it, notably. Okay, they're going to pick the Dispotter here. It says, okay, well, this is no negates. It's just the... Oh, my God, it's circular. Okay, yeah.
What a hand.
Yeah, another custom hand. We have the Daruma Karma
No
Cannon.
evenly, though. Yeah, the Daruma Cannon's going to shred here.
I think you have to wait until they go Sigma. It's kind of weird here. You maybe have to Daruma Cam in response to the Sigma, so they don't get to proc the effect of Circular. But you really want to wait a little longer, because there's a lot of cards that a face-up Sigma plus 1 card can just win the game off of. Getting the Super Factorial here rather than the Equation.
Here's a
maybe
good
telegraphs
spot.
a little. We have not used the normal, yeah, so I don't think it's right to Daruma Karma Cannon yet.
Here's the Alan
Going
Burst.
Alan Burshin. So the thing that I think Trishula is feeling pretty confident about is despite the fact that this has not worked out the way that he wanted, he is in a position where he has the capacity to fire the Karma Cannon, and he's not dead. Like, there's no way he can be killed from this position because it's main phase 2. And if play passes back to him, he's got the gas in the tank to go off, whereas Sofke maybe doesn't.
Yeah.
No?
Even if Trishula didn't have a lot of gas, he's going to be looking at a board that is almost game just by
Oh
itself.
my god. Unless they bring back the Circular and make Lingaribo.
That was kind of hot.
That was
heads up
that was
play.
pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty sexy. Oh my goodness gracious. So now what? This is a hard one. We go Splash Mage. We go Link Decoder into Splash Mage into... Can make it to Neo Tempest Terahertz, but we don't have the battle phase. We'll have a spell trap negate, but that doesn't really
The funny
contest
thing is,
the
though,
board.
does this matter? We also know that Trishula has a Nibiru that he added back from Chaos Ruler. That's like the last card in his hand. So, I guess you have to ask, does any of this really matter?
And we're just like,
She's going to get rocked?
we're playing around a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter because of the rock. I think you're just fine with all this. Like, who cares if they continue to extend in that case? We have to make Link Decoder, but they're in a weird position. They actually can't even transcode, right? because they started with a Doggeran, which isn't a Cyberse. Yeah, as cool as this turn was, and as close as it is, I think the Nibiru checks anything relevant we would do. Just make Heat Soul, right? Like, oh, cool.
Yeah, cool. You get a card. You can take that card. No problem.
We've got a lot of material on field. Trying to draw a Cosmic Cyclone here. Just gonna try and access code clean up this board. Yeah, it looks like. I mean, this could be worse. We have the Super Factorial live as well. Gonna go for the KC here. That's gonna prompt the Lingaribo. Goes to the grave. This Mathmech pilot is playing it super well. Yeah, we have the Lingaribo. We can grab... Oh, God. Grabbing the field spells. I expect you to Nibiru at some point, so let's just grab everything else. Borreload mission or Borrel End mission critical. I don't know how we're outing that.
I don't know how we are either. It's still kind of... He's just chilling there.
This is cool, but like, you can out the Borland. The Borland sort of contests the Super Factorial. Oh.
Oh, all right. Just gonna go to the end phase. Says I don't got a way to deal with that.
So we go Super Factorial as early as possible, I imagine. And then on Summon of the Laplacian, it'll trigger in a new chain. So we go Borland in response, targeting the Laplacian. And then they have to diameter the Laplacian. So all we need is anything that prompts it. Oh my god, an Ash Blossom on the Lubellian. A Bystial would have just cleared here. Bystial targeting the diameter, for instance. All we need is a way to out this access code talker, and we're fine. It's like the Boral End... It locks the chain, right? I wonder if you just pass here. You just say, like, fine. Like, if you activate Super Factorial, I kill you through that. You can't... The Borland can't die to the access code. You're just taking 23.
Yeah, I think the Ash Blossom on the Lubellian was going to be like his way to find the answer to this access code. Not that the access code's particularly a threat right now, right? Because it can't do too much.
Yeah.
But,
but what
that's just going to put a couple extra turns on the clock. Maybe give Softcase something else he can draw it into.
Any single dragon gets him back in this. Could we go like Chaos Ruler? Do we have a rank 8? Chaos Ruler. Go Lubellian, set Branded Beast. Is that enough? Oh god. Huge problem here. Chat's correct. There's actually only one light in Graveyard, and it is Lubellian.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a real problem.
Okay, we'll just still start with Chaos Ruler.
I'm gonna go Chaos Ruler, banish Lubellian, I suppose. We're banishing the Nibiru from hand.
Oh,
that's so funny. That's adorable.
Cute.
That does do it. That does do it. All right, Chaos Ruler, get that guy off the field. Go link these two away for seals. We tribute the seals. Lubellion here. Trigger Lubellion.
Bellion gets Beast, and then Beast clears the access code, doesn't it?
And then we go
I think that's it.
Dragooblion! You know, you maybe don't even target the access code. Maybe you target the back row.
Do
They
you?
chain the back row and you go Borland the back row. Or Borland the Laplacian.
No, I think
That puts
for
you in
sure
a
gotta
really
get rid of
weird
this
place
access
versus
code.
access code, though. Yeah, you're right. It's got to be access code. Yeah, we're going for it. See you, Lubellion. Oh, we are going for the back row.
He is going after the back row. Okay, wait, so he's got a plan. All right.
You're letting this resolve. So we are making Laplacian here. What if we make a 3-mat Alimbertian? That would be so funny. It doesn't matter though. Same outcome. Go Laplacian effect. Chain Borland. Borland can't be responded to, so we can't use the diameter negate here. That was cool, by the way. They protected their super factorial as well. I was wondering what that was. It's adorable. Here's the Tracer. Oh my god, did we do it? And now the Tracer... What does the Tracer extend into? Striker Dragon? Is that enough? I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Striker Dragon target itself. Grab Recharger.
If anything...
Oh my god. Wait, we still have Dispotter. Oh my god.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Oh, wow. Trish is so crazy at Yu-Gi-Oh! He's so crazy. Oh, and I think he got Striker Dragon there. What? Am I out of my mind? Oh no, we're getting DMD. Yeah, I am out of my mind. DMD here. It's got to be Dispotter, right? Maybe you get Chaos Ruler because you want to use it again later. Hey, Potter. Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Okay, fine. Wow. Well played by Trish, cracking that out. That's nice.
that was.
I will say, Softgate didn't make that easy.
No, these are
Softgate
so
didn't make that
close.
easy.
I hate it.
These
Oh,
are
they're
some really tough games. Yeah, they're neat.
tugging at my
crazy.
heart. Ugh. But I mean, this is game 3.
alright.
Mathmech gets to go first. I honestly, if you are Trish, you probably are happy that Mathmech is going first. You're like, oh, thank God. All I got to get to is a battle phase. You know?
Yeah,
Ugh.
right? That's all I got to deal with. But these last few games, man, they've been great, dude. What a way to cap off the MCS finale here.
Yeah,
5K.
yeah. They have been heart-stoppingly good. We've got one remaining before we crown a winner. And honestly, as much as I want to be like, oh, I think Trish has it in the bag, I think it really could be either of them. Softgate's been playing out of their mind in these duels.
But yeah, that game 1 was just a masterclass, right?
Textbook.
Realizing that they figured out the exact line they needed to do to get to game. They broke the board and they said, all right, this is all I have to do. Made the multiplication line, got in there for GG.
And I
It was
will
hot.
say...
So yeah, I think...
Yeah, no, I totally agree. The terahertz line game 1 and the Banish Nibiru line game 2, both of them were just one interaction point away from losing the game. It's like these have each come down to just one very pivotal action that if there was one more negate or one more point of interaction from the opponent, just would have ended the entire duel on the spot. It's so crazy, so unbelievable.
Yeah. Were you surprised at these two decks making the finals? What did you have your money on today, like as for a deck? Not just necessarily the pilot, but what were you like, this is going to be in the finals today?
I really hoped that Dragon Link would make it in. I think that Dragon Link is secretly the best deck, or at minimum a top 2 strategy. So I'm really happy that not only did it make it, but Trish was one of the best pilots of this deck, in my opinion. I was hoping that Adignister would do well. It's had a really good couple of weeks in the MCS, and that's bled over to other community tournaments as well. Unfortunately, it did not do particularly well. But the number 1 deck I wanted to be in finals was Vanquish Soul. I was like, I really want to see some... It almost made it. Top 4 is nothing to shake a stick at. But what about you?
Yep,
what
top
were you
4,
expecting?
and it was I was really expecting to see more Pearly. I'm not going to lie with you, man. I was like thinking Pearly was just going to easily sweep this tournament, as it's been for the last few MCSs that we watched. I thought the hits on the ban list, White Cat to 2, Delicious Memories 2, I was like, what is that going to change? Like, absolutely nothing, right? But it ended up just freeing up the format enough to where we saw Vanquish Soul take a large part of the pie chart this time around. Not in the top 8. Top 8 was pretty well distributed, but I mean, like, as far as people entering with decks, but it was pretty all over the place. I expect to see a lot more Pearly. Yeah, and with the new branded cards, I expected to see a lot more of that too.
No one got Gimmick Puppet locked today.
I was genuinely impressed that nobody got Gimmick Puppet locked.
Yeah.
Is that just maybe not good enough or something like that? Surely it's not, right? You just lock your opponent off of all summoning, not an activated effect, like... disgusting.
I'm no branded genius, but it seems pretty powerful. It just won the Meta Weekly that what's his name, Decade hosted. But no, I think we had one branded pilot in top 8. They weren't even playing the Gimmick Puppet stuff. They were playing Sanctifier, of course, but yeah, I don't know. All right, Trish is now ready. We are about to jump in. I imagine Sofke is going first. I would be shocked if not. Whew. Here we go.
All comes down to this, baby. I'm stoked. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be a great Game 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Trish says, I'm psyched to duel with you, and is about to hop into a game that may or may not determine if he walks out of here $1,500 richer. A lot on the line for a Dragon Link duelist, but if anyone can do it, I know it's going to be him. They are just negotiating the.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine what he's thinking right now. I think we would be able to tell what he's thinking right now because he is streaming his entire run so far. So he's still live right now. If you guys want to check out his perspective, I don't recommend leaving this live stream because the commentary is incredible. But if you guys really want to get the point of view from Trish's angle, go ahead and check him out on Twitch.
If you want to hear the duelist sighing about his draws, you'll get it there. Let's get one more Burgussie for the road. Ugh.
Oh yeah, that's
it really does. It really is fun. Of course. I mean,
Great
did you
opener.
Expect anything less? Can we see that Maxi?
Any
Let's
Max
go.
Season 60? Max Season 60?
Not seeing it. In fact, I'm not seeing any response whatsoever. A Bestial would go pretty hard here. This deck has a really hard time versus Bestials. All right, Sigma activation here. Nothing back on Trish's end. Sigma summon will trigger the effect of the circular. Is he toggling off, or is he actually just cooked? It's 60 cards. I mean, there's a pretty good chance that in 60 cards he just failed to draw any interaction. Super factorial time.
He can't open Exodia every time. So.
Yeah, right. All right, we're doing the terahertz line. Circular to the graveyard. Let's go get our our Lingerivo. Oh, right, you do this now. Oh, did we open? Oh, we did. We opened Exceed. Jesus.
Oh, we're cracked.
We're a little cracked, but we're about to get a little cracked up if Trishula found a Nibiru, because this is 5, and we have not made Alimbertian, and we do not have a decent super factorial life. Although, if you Nibiru here and they normal diameter, you do get punished by the 1 of.
I think you run that risk, though. If you have the rock, I think you drop here. It doesn't look like it.
They don't access a negate over the course of their combo. So, like, you could just wait until they're about to make Neo Tempest Terahertz.
All right, all the crux points are resolving here, it looks like. We've played through Infinite Impermanence with summoning Lingeribo actually early. There's the diameter normal summon.
Yeah, the difference between, like, the Lingeribo opens and the non-Lingeribo opens is, like, Oh, you just feel so confident against any card that is not in FIP in a lot of these setups, and boy, does it feel good to not have to worry about it. All right, says, all right, I don't care anymore about Imperm. Every single card I'm going to summon from this point on does the same thing, which is summons a card. All right, Splash Mage time. We can do so much here. We can go get Link Decoder if we want. It looks like that's what we want. Now, the crazy part about this is you probably actually wait, because I imagine what they're going to do here, is make Transcode Talker. The Transcode Talker can revive the Splash Mage, and notably, Transcode doesn't negate the effects of the card that it summons, and we haven't actually Splash Maged yet.
Oh.
So here
Splash
we can,
Mage can summon anywhere, right? It doesn't have to summon to his own.
Hello? What was that?
Little baby trigger? Little something, something?
What was that? I mean, so the problem here is, after they summon Splash Mage, you have to fire the Nib, because otherwise they'll just make Terahertz and cook you. But it looks like we don't have it. Does Terahertz actually resist Nib? I have no idea. I think it doesn't. Okay, there's Neo Tempest Terahertz. Finisher rank number 1. Jesus, it'll finish this game one way or another.
No, it looks like it doesn't. I can still nib here.
We are going to go Dark Fluid. Oh, whoa, whoa, we're sending Dark Fluid? Okay, you have to imperm that. Yeah, that was clever. So what we sent here... Why did it say Dark Fluid there? It's... Oh, his name is Dark Fluid. It's Firewall Dragon, Dark Fluid, Neo Tempest Terahertz. Okay. Imperm there seems pretty weak, to be honest. Do we think we can crack this?
And we were gripping that Imperm.
Yeah, we were.
I guess we didn't have a great time to use it because of Lingery, bro. But
yeah, wow. I can't believe that ended up impacting so much. If we hadn't gone for the Linkaribo open, that would have been an easy Imperm on the Alambertian. As is, this is a pretty mid Imperm. We just go Heat Soul here, draw a card, set as many as we can. Sounds pretty good. Mirage here. Splash Mage.
There's that Splash Mage.
Exceed. Oh, we got something else.
Maybe like a Bestial or something?
Oh god, if it's also Nibiru... If it's also Nibiru, that's actually really rough, because then we have a 4-card hand versus Super Factorial. There's the Heat Soul. We're going to give them a draw. Oh, come on. Oh, this is frustrating. So we can pitch the multiplication. Hilarious. We can pitch the multiplication here to go grab a microcoder and then end on the counter trap. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Ending on conflicts, not bad.
I mean, we would have to have normal code talker in the extra. I don't know if we do or not. Let me check. Microcoder has to be sent to the graveyard for a code talker monster to get its effect. And we've already been through transcode, decode Heat Soul, and protect code. Where's that guy? Link decoder, rather. Oh, no, Shaw, we're doing this. Oh, Jesus. It's turn 1 access code. Oh, stinky.
That is such a power move play.
There's no other way. I'm looking at the extra. There is not another way to get conflict online.
That's crazy. Putting a lot of weight into this conflict.
I do like being like, you are either going to out this board and I'm going to lose, or you are not going to be able to beat conflict super factorial. Those are the only outcomes here.
right, there's the conflict. Another back row. Do we put a third down? Big three?
End of main.
Dude. No way he has Niv here.
Oh,
Okay, I was going to say.
he's got something, though. He's got something. It's a Bestial.
That's what it was. A Bestial, like I said. Some kind of Bestial.
We go
Sarah
Sarnia here. Target the diameter is insane. We get to do this before the conflict is online. But we're still gonna have to beat the counter trap. And the Laplacian, hilariously, is actually still on because we sent a multiplication over the course of the turn. All right, we're going to go Neo Tempest Terahertz as early as possible. I imagine we're sending the Save Worm here. Yeah.
Yep, the save worm.
Okay, one Spell Negate, one Omni. Can't destroy the access code talker by battle, I imagine is what we're doing. Or by card effects. Yeah.
Respectable.
We've got Laplacian, 4-card hand. So we have a Negate, 2 cards for Laplacian, and of course we have the fucking Maxi as well. Oh my god.
Damn.
Wow.
Respected the Gamma all the way to the point where it said, I'm going to let you summon that Saranir. That's fine.
Wow.
Right. And now Trish is at a point where he's got to break this and hope it's good enough. Going to give a Soft K a couple cards in the process, but...
I mean... we're gonna conflict the Lubellion? That seems pretty premature, but what do I know? It will banish, I believe, right? Or does it have to destroy to banish?
No, it has to destroy it, I
does.
think.
Oh, it's that card. Okay, I mean, that's... that could be a lot worse. Okay, now all you have to contend with is the Laplacian and, of course, the Maxi. How do we out access code? What a wonderful question.
I guess that's the first step of the question you should be asking is how do we out it? And then I guess you have to ask, what next? Because unfortunately, even if you take care of the board, you're going to give Softgate like 8 cards in the process or something like that.
Well, notably, I don't think you care too much about giving Softgate cards. Because if you check, they're at 5 cards in the extra. And you know that's got to be like the second Laplacian, the Update Jammer, the G-Golem, like, Crystal Heart, and the Laplacian. And then one unknown. Like, those are all known cards. So, there's really not a lot that can accomplish if you out this board. Nothing that would threaten you for sure. Like Blue Eyes White Dragon beats that assemblage of extra deck guys. All right, so we are going to go for the Super Factorial here, but it might be a little too late, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to go Super Factorial. You are going to get to resolve the effect of the Lubellion. Oh, they're going to go Laplacian to send 3. Then you go Branded Beast, sending the Lubellion to pop the Dark Fluid. That prompts out the activation of the Save Worm. Does it do spells or effects? It does, or effects. And then you're just one play starter away from being in this game. And it looks like that's exactly what's happening here. Again, no negate on this Laplacian.
And no diameter tucked under there to give it. So
That's 3. Here we go,
effect.
Branded Beast, CL2, send this Lubellion and the Neo Tempest Terahertz. Notably, the Deceive Worm here... Oh, the Deceive Worm actually is on even if you don't have the Dark Fluid. It's on via the access code talker as well. So you might just let this resolve, and be like, okay, that's fine. Foolish Burial wasn't going to resolve through the Deceive Worm anyway. What are we looking for? A Chaos Dragon? Yeah, that probably doesn't.
I think.
Wow.
Oh, I was gonna say Foolish Burial would be able to get that.
That's like
that would have been crazy.
like his.
That's what I was
oh,
saying.
I don't know, dude, because that gets negated by the Deceive Worm.
Save worm, yeah.
It's going to come down to the last card in hand again.
Wow.
All right, what is the last card?
I think that's all the disruption, unless there's something else from hand. One card versus Maxi. Some big dudes.
Oh,
That's it. Just
no.
any normal summon cleans it up.
Oh, no. Oh, God. And all we need here is a normal summon. An addition is lethal. Bestial or bust here, or else we are DEAD. Oh, no. This is lethal. Show me the Bestial. Nothing.
That's it.
Oh.
No way. We have crowned a winner for the Master Circuit Series.
And Sofke wins with Mathmech. Oh, man.
Crazy. Wow.
What
It must be said,
duel.
though, this last match, spectacle to watch. It was fantastic Yu-Gi-Oh! From both players back and forth, honestly.
It really
We got to see Trishula decimate all throughout the day with his brew, and we got to see Sofke just hold it down with some really impressive Mathmech plays. I'm still reeling about that game one that we had just watched here, finding a way to put OTK on the board here. With multiplication. It was super cute, man. Just great to watch both of these players. Congratulations, Sofke, for taking home the 2.5K. And Trishula, congrats on the runner-up. That is nothing at all to scoff at.
Oh. In fact, chat is talking about what had gone on. Apparently, the last card in hand was, you guessed it, Psyframe Driver. Had to be. It's always going to be. It's so crazy. 3 consecutive games that came down to the very last card. But, oh, man, that was... Ooh, maybe Diameter to 1 was the correct ban.
Maybe you're onto something there, bro. Maybe you're thinking.
Oh,
I'm just thinking, man, that last game, that last interaction, could you imagine if it pitches the driver instead? And your opponent activates Foolish Burial. What are you doing, Joseph? You have that negate. Are you like, that last card ain't shit? And you negate the Foolish, and then you get owned by the Right of Aremis here. You get demolished.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it really feels like it was just a 33 to secretly win the entire thing. And didn't he activate the Enchantress from hand?
Yeah.
So the only bad hit in that hand was the Foolish Burial. And of course they hit it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn, that's tough.
That's
tough break.
So rough. Well, congratulations to Sofke. Congratulations to Trish, and congratulations to all of our top 8 competitors. Thank you all so much for an incredible season of the Master Circuit Series. Thank you, Gage, for showing up to co-commentate. I really appreciate this. I know this wasn't on your agenda, but thank you for sitting with me for the last 6 hours and change. I appreciate it a lot.
Hey, no problem, but thank you for inviting me, as always. I'm always happy to provide some color commentary for the people here. I believe in the Master Circuit Series. I hope it continues to do big things, and hopefully anybody watching today, if you're inspired, remember, they're open to everybody around the world that wants to play. It's not just U.S. only, so if you want to get a next season, definitely keep an eye out for those announcements.
Yep, definitely we will be back in the tank at least for a little while, but we're looking to come back hitting heavy for the 3rd season of the Circuit Series. We'll be taking a lot of feedback from the community and from top duelists. So if you want to make your voice heard, please, over the next couple of months, feedback is very welcome. But until then, thank you, Gage. Thank you, Rebecca, for doing all that TO stuff. Kevin, thank you for the on-site bot support. And thank you to our sponsor, YGOPRODECK.com, which will have these lists within the night. Other than that, I think we're good.